Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Just For Us channel. So if this is your first time here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also turn on your notifications, like the video, and subscribe to my channel. And lastly, leave a comment if you want to. So Real Housewives of Lagos season 3 episode 9. So this episode is a continuation from the previous one. Obviously they are going to Ghana, and I think it starts with Sophia calling Dabota to invite her over for the trip to Ghana. And Dabota, when she answered the question, she was like, who is this? At first I'm not gonna lie, the voice did not sound like Sophia's voice initially. So she's like, who is this? And she's like, it's Sophia. I said, oh, my darling. You know how Dabota talks. And next thing was, she was like, she was going to save her number now. Is this your WhatsApp number? Sophia was like, no. And she'll send her the invitation and on all that. So Sophia was in the confession saying that she knows Dabota has her number and knows, but from the screen, Dabota did not have Sophia's number. It wasn't saved. And see, I can't believe that, because I'm someone who, if I collect your number, just I'll collect the number with the intention of saving it, and I forget to save it, and I forget that I was supposed to do that. Then maybe when the person calls me again, I'll be like, who is this? And I'll start apologizing again. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna save it now. Is this your WhatsApp number? Look, I've collected somebody's number today. I can't find it anymore, because I don't know the person's number. Says it has mixed up with numbers in my phone, so I don't know. Well, she would have called me by now if it was you all get what I'm saying. So I believe Dabota did not have the number, and I understand why I think Sophia was saying Dabota has a number, because of course they would have given her the number and they would have told her, oh, Sophia Momodu is going to call you, this is her phone number. So when you see, because most times people don't like picking strange numbers on their phone, so this is Sophia Momodu's number, she's gonna call you. And Dabota was, like I was telling my husband this afternoon when I was watching the show, he was like, is it real? Like, is it reality or they're acting? I was like, it's real, exaggerated real. Like, it's real, but it's exaggerated to make it interesting, because it's a filming of how many months? Minimum 1 month filming, exaggerated into maybe 10 episodes of 40 minutes, which is like 40 hours. 40 minutes, but that's 400 hours, which is how many days, like cramped into 10 episodes. So I can understand. See, that's why we watch reality show, for pettiness and drama. Anyway, so, and Dabota was like, okay, what day? Okay, she'll wait for the invitation. And she was in a confession. She was like, she doesn't want to go for this trip, that she's skeptical about going to the Ghana trip. So the next scene was Dabota and Laura having a sit down. I was surprised. I didn't see this coming. I think they went to have lunch, and Dabota started with taking shots, because Laura started talking, and Dabota was like, in a confession, like, she started taking shots because she wants this to go very quickly. And they started talking, and Laura was like, they've told her Dabota said she doesn't like her, that Dabota said, I don't like you, I don't like Laura, and she has been wondering why. Not like she cares, but she just want to know why she feels that way about her. And Dabota was like, Laura does not exist in our world, like, it's not a name that comes up, and like, both of them are not in the same friend group. Like, they could both exist in this life without actually bumping into each other or talking to each other, so that's understandable. There was no shade there. And Laura was like, yeah, she feels the same way too. But then said they went back to the whole issue with Linda Ikeji's blog, when they were posting about that. We all read that. All of us that were old enough to know Linda Ikeji then, or read. I know I read the story on Linda Ikeji. Even Stella Dimokokus or stuff, I think they all posted the story, but I can't really remember. But I know I read about them. So Dabota was like, then she reached out to somebody who knows them, that is her friend, to like talk to them, to like please they should stop what they're doing because her child is involved and all that. And she was like, the report that got back to her was that Laura said she's been okay with the popularity she's been getting from the blog, but all of a sudden now it's about her daughter. She's not okay with it. And Dabota was like, oh wow. Since then, she did not like Laura. Laura stood up and was like, she doesn't even know this person. She did not say I think Dabota mentioned the person's name, I think. I can't remember. And Laura was like, she didn't say that she's a family person, that she would go to war for Dabota's child. So that's a lie. So Dabota was like, you didn't have children then, so you might not have understood how it feels now then. So well, they agreed to disagree, and they started talking about the whole Caroline stuff that Caroline said about her, saying she was dancing one corner in her ex-husband's house. So that what I explained. I was like, she was invited to that party by her friend, and her niece was the one who planned the planner for the event. So she went. That they don't what if somebody she was in a serious relationship was there? Was she not supposed to go because of Caroline? And she said they even talked about this, and Caroline was like, oh, she didn't know, it's okay, that's why she was not talking to her, because she didn't know that this was it, and Caroline, even Laura was like, if people have talked about it, yeah, Caroline, Dabota was like, yeah, they've talked about it, so she's tired, that she thinks Caroline is bipolar, that is a psychotic case. And Laura was understanding small, because Laura was like, oh, she now understands it. But she tried to remove herself from their beef. She let them not come and use her to settle. So the next scene was when the next scene was they were going on the trip to Ghana. So they all meet up. They all get to the airport. Dabota and they get there at the same time. Miriam loved the outfit. Miriam always dresses very well. Like she's trying. And Laura gets there. What's the name? Sophia gets there. I love the Adire shirt Sophia was wearing. That shirt was cute. It was really nice. So and she was so pleasant this episode. I wish this was how she came into the show. Anyway, they all get there, they get on the jet, and when they get on the jet, the Adam enters, everybody was like, hey! Caroline was packing face in one corner. And Dabota gets there and was like, hey! Caroline was also packing face, like they ignored Asha. So they get there, everybody sits, and everybody was having fun. They brought champagne. Caroline was pissed, like, how come it's the two people that were ganged up on what's Sophia, they are the ones the loudest, they are the one popping champagne, they are the one jumping up and down. And I feel like Caroline was being a hater this episode, and Caroline is my girl. Damn. So they all on they I think the trip started, and the other was a bit worried because the jet is a small jet, and they could feel all the pressure and all the shakes and all that, which is understandable. And I am so scared of flying, so I understood it. I feel like when I go into the plane, when I'm traveling, especially local flights, yeah, it feels like going into the labor room to give birth to me, like when you're being put under, like you're put to sleep when you're having surgery, because when you land and you step out of that plane, you made it. That's how I feel about flying. So the next scene was they get there, beautiful place, a nice villa, and Sophia takes everybody to their rooms, and she put Diadem and Dabota in one floor. I think Laura was alone in her floor, but she said Laura got the biggest room because Laura got the heat this period. It's so hot. Jesus Christ. 100 degrees Fahrenheit, not centigrade. To So she put Miriam and Caroline, they were on one floor, I think. This was nice, was okay. And she was being very sweet. The ladies appreciated it. And when they got there, Caroline and Miriam were just chatting, showed them how it is done. This is how it is done. Like, all that shit wasn't necessary. But it's okay. Now, drama. If there's no drama, we'll be saying it's boring. It's boring. So when they get there, they were just being shady and about this is how it's done. I understand. They show there has to be drama. And the next thing was they start eating. The food was looking good. That platter was looking good. And everybody goes to their room. And the next thing was Sophia, I think, they were all supposed to meet up later, like in the evening. But Sophia, I think she set it up for her and Dabota to get there first to talk about their issue. So when they get there, Sophia looking nice, Dabota looking nice, they get there and they start talking. What I got from that conversation with both of them, nobody was ready to back down. And Sophia wants Dabota to like curl and beg, I'm sorry. And Dabota is saying, I no go say sorry, I no do you anything. So both of them just agree to disagree. But I feel like they both would have just apologized to each other because they as the host in the beach trip when they were still in Lagos, as the host, I feel like Dabota would have been a bit nicer. And also as the guest, Sophia was being rude too. So they were matching each other's energy, and Sophia was like, why didn't she come to her room to say hi or to like see her? And Dabota was like, because of all the issues that was happening, she didn't see the need to come into her room. I feel like both of them would have just apologized and that whole drama would have ended and Dabota was like, she understood what was going on, that Sophia is like her, both we no go agree. And for Dabota not going to Sophia's room to greet her, I understand. I'm like that. So when I feel like, okay, you're feeling some type of, I feel okay, this person is feeling some type of way about me, and I'll just draw back. I will not wait for you to come and insult me to my face or like I don't like insults. So I'll just give you space. I'll excuse you. I've excused a friend of how many years like that. Because before people come and insult me now, I don't like insults. So I always try to be respectful and nice. So when you now give me opposite of what I'm giving you, I don't even wait for you to know. Bye, so long, sucker. So I understood, but all this would have just ended with, okay, I'm sorry for not coming to check on you. And Sophia would just be like, okay, I'm sorry for being so loud. Not loud, I'm gonna say. So I don't want to use the word rude because I don't understand. Would that classify as being rude? Anyway, they both should have apologized. That one should have for not checking and not being a good host. The other one should have apologized for being a rude guest and shouting about my room. It's ugly. I don't like my room. She was like, they even went around the facility too. There was nothing that could have been done to help the situation. So next, Caroline started strutting and she comes and Sophia was like, because Sophia is always my queen, everybody, my queen. And Caroline gets there. Caroline's butt is always for us to see. She's always wearing one sheer dress or sheer something. We're always seeing Caroline's butt, but Caroline looks good. Caroline looks good. So she gets there, and her attitude is off. See, Caroline has been the one being the wet rag this whole trip, so I don't know. She gets there and sits down, and Sophia tries to like mediate, and Caroline is like, is it by force? She's not like the cut Sophia off safe. She was like, why? It's not being fair. And trust me, Sophia only took that from Caroline because they're friends. If it was somebody else that is doing this one, everywhere for scatter. So Caroline refused to talk, and so next thing, Dabota started talking. I was like explaining the whole house incident, like saying Caroline is saying Dabota tried to poison her. And then Caroline, they actually used the word poison. Let's say the truth. Caroline only said, I came to you, she gave me food and you didn't eat. I was the only one who ate the food, and the girl I met in your kitchen is somebody who I don't like, who my spirit does not agree with. So there was no time she said poison. But I said Nigerian. Where I go from that whole thing Caroline was saying is she doesn't trust them enough to eat alone without them eating, because not poison per se, like do juju for you or something. I don't know, but it still ends up being poison. But that was I took it to somewhere that it has not gotten there. It was still tracking there. The thing was still tracking there, but she took it there. And Caroline was like, she never said that, and the whole ex thing. Then small time Caroline stood up and they were shouting, "You are mad! You are this." Dabota was still sitting down anyway. Next thing, Caroline stood up. I was like, "You're mad. You're this. You are na." Dabota was like, "Yes, and you slept with my ex." And they all held. See, everywhere scatter. And Dabota stood up. "You're mad." If they wanted to fight, broke bottles and all that. I was so embarrassed on your behalf. It was so embarrassing because, Caroline, you fighting over an ex-husband. I don't care if he's your baby daddy. He's an ex-husband who, from all this, is the one who you should be fighting because he was the husband who was jumping all over town with them girls. And this anger over something that is your past doesn't make no sense at all. Like, why are you fighting over your ex-husband? You is somebody that what up? Women would always bring our leg out. We would always want to disgrace ourselves over a man. That fight wasn't necessary. Your Caroline is my girl from season 1. Caroline has been my girl, but because say she be my girl, I no go con lie. I go talk true. Caroline, you messed up fighting over your ex-husband. She's trying to validate the behavior by saying, "Oh, that's a family." If somebody come telling Miriam when she was talking to Miriam about it, if somebody comes for Miriam's family, Miriam will lose it. But she's forgetting that this is the past. I understand you fighting about this while you are still married to the man. You're no longer married to the man. These people have been, this don't pass 5 years or more if they separated. Why you see your current boyfriend or whatever lover should be feeling somehow because his girl is still fighting over the ex on TV? Why? You said you left him for the girl. And we just found out today that is the girl that was dragging the man with him, and she left him for her. So why are you still fighting, Caroline? Don't do that. Don't do that. Just face your kids. You have kids who watch this thing and be like, face your kids. Your marriage didn't work. Move on. Leave these people alone. If you find out, and the funny thing is, I would even understand the anger if Dabota slept with the man after she left or something. Dabota was one of the girls that somebody Dabota knows. That's why you're fighting, and it doesn't make sense over an ex. An ex. It's supposed to be the way it be ex. Supposed to just the ex they go. You're supposed Well, that was the whole episode, and Miriam and them came out and they were shocked to see what the way the place was. Like, where is everybody? And I would like to see what happened next episode. Carol, this episode, you didn't need to fight. You didn't need to get that worked up with somebody who you left ages ago. And you've been working on yourself, trying to be cordial with Dabota. You should have just continued being cordial because Dabota did not start this thing. If we say the truth, Caroline started this old beef this season. Dabota was being cordial and friends with Caroline. So I don't understand. All of a sudden you're angry because her friend was sleeping with, or rather, I don't know, was sleeping with your ex-husband allegedly. Like, why? And so you don't go now. And this is even when she left, when according to the story, Caroline, then she had already left the house. So why? Like my friend's the ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, my friend will come and be fighting me because I went to knowing fully well that all of them are the same. Caroline is not different from, they are all the same thing. All of them, no one good. All of them are the same. So don't come here and be shouting as if Kilo de. Carol is my girl. I will still say it after giving her hand. That was the whole episode. Yeah, it was okay. It was just anyway, till next episode, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification, like the video, leave your comments, and subscribe. Watch the show on Showmax. I think it's on TV also. Yeah, that's it. Caroline, please, let's be demure. Do not let people get under your skin. You're making them win. You're losing sleep over them girls. And after every fight, stop going over to Instagram to drag. Alright, that's it for this video. Bye.